Alright, so the Pokemon Presents is about to start in about a minute. I guess last minute predictions are they're probably going to show off Gen 10. I really want Pokemon Home compatibility for Legends EA. Any Alola like content, like any Alola Pokemon or merch or anything would make me happy. Uh, Paldea for that matter as well. Just like some sort of like acknowledgement of the anniversary of Sun and Moon and Diamond and Pearl this year. So yeah, anything along those lines. Plus whatever they have left to announce in this like 25-minute presentation will be pretty good. I mean, they already revealed a lot of stuff, so uh honestly, just I'm just curious to see what they present. All right, here we go. Pokemon presents classic montage. I'm guessing. Oh, this is just like when they announced Gen 7 that the montage of all the games, and then they showed off the new gen. Hey, Sun and Moon, let's go eat Pikachu and Eevee. The compilation of the main cinematics and intros. Okay, what you got, Mr. Ishihara? Let's see. Probably mobile games first. Oh, this is the... Oh, from Master ZX. Yeah, it's gonna be a bait and switch for the classic Red Master ZX. What? Oh, it's the... This the Lego Game Boy? Interesting. Game music collection.
I'm Junichi Masuda, and I handled the music and sound effects for the Pokemon Red version and Pokemon Blue version video games. You can now play all 45 songs from the games on the small player inspired by the Game Boy.
That's cool, I
We
guess.
took particular care to make the audio sound just like Game Boy, so I hope you enjoy listening while swapping out
That's,
cartridges.
I guess, a novelty. Sure.
Taking place alongside
Yeah, I was looking forward to this.
Pokemon XP in San Francisco.
Same.
A truly special piece of art illustrating
You the
Pokemon
Dapper
XP
Curly?
alongside the highly anticipated World Championships.
Oh, that's cute. Yo, Incineroar, he made it on. And Greninja. Okay, this is Master... Yeah, Master ZX. That's cool. The box arts. Oh, with all the pro tags. Why does he look so... Let's go hyperfilm.
Pokemon Masters EX.
I love the Terrapolos fit though. Yeah, they just added this. This is more like an ad than like a trailer. I mean, teaser trailer. This is already available now. I already got the first one of the gold cards in the set. 120 hourglasses. Okay, that's cool. Oh, it's finally coming. XD. Yeah. Okay, Pokemon. Okay, not bad. March. That's not bad.
Mega Dimension DLC
Oh,
for the
Garchomp
Pokemon
Z.
Legends ZA game, the newest title in the Pokemon series. Please take a look at this video.
It's Garchomp Z, isn't it? But only for Mega Dimension. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All the new Megas. Okay. What is it? It's Garchomp Z? It's definitely Garchomp Z. They're showing all the Megas for both Mega Dimension and the base game. Yeah. Yep. Show us Garchomp Z. I just I mean, I don't know. It's just me, or I don't think like Garchomp Z did a second. I think like, already the first one was just like design wise is like okay. Like I just base Garchomp is cool enough. I mean, I guess for competitive reasons, maybe. But even then, it doesn't seem so. Because apparently Z doesn't fix all the issues with
A
the
new
base
Mega
Mega.
Evolution of Garchomp.
Oh, are they gonna build like regional variants like the Moslax and the... Is that a Rotom? Wait, a Rotom Boombox? No way. Is it Rotom Boombox? Yeah, it's Rotom Boombox! Let's go! Sorry, stereo! Yes.
Is that curious looking stereo of Rotom? Did it get impressed
Sound type
by the music
confirmed.
and hop inside?
DJ
It's
Rotom?
really energetic
That's
and seems to
crazy.
go by DJ Rotom. What happens if you give it a CD in the game?
Oh, it plays music from throughout the games. Oh, cooking? Okay. What?
Huh?
Breeding?
That silhouette.
Cooked green? Is that just a costume or is it a regional variant?
A Greedent appeared. It sounds like everyone calls it Chef Dente.
Chef Dente? Like
Chef
Al
Dente
Dente?
can teach you how to cook all sorts of dishes. Each Pokemon
Yo,
has different
Dartrix!
foods they prefer.
And score body.
Some dishes
Okay.
will even power up your moves when you eat them. This will make it even easier to develop the town.
Oh, wait, Greninja in the back? Hold up.
Try bringing
Oh,
Pokemon
Rampant,
you've
Flash,
befriended on a outing.
Spaghetti!
In multiplayer mode, you can visit other players' towns. You can play with up to 3 other people.
Oh, you can bring
First,
Pokemon with
let's
you?
play some hide and seek. I wonder where everyone's hiding. Ah, there you are. There's someone here too. But where's the last one?
No way, like
Wow,
prop hunt?
You can transform into objects too. That was a fun game of hide and seek.
It's literally prop hunt in an official Pokemon game. That's
Working
crazy.
Together, you could even build something this big,
The giant Ditto.
or go on far-off adventures.
Whoa. Oh, Gomora.
New encounters may await you as well.
Oh, legendaries too? Wow. Whoa.
Every
Okay.
day, the world gets bigger and bigger. Developing a
This
town.
game looks a
one
lot
step
bigger
at a
than I
time.
thought. Like, I think in like the first couple
Pokemon Pokopia.
trailers, it didn't really seem that big, but
Available
this
on
kind of
March
convinces
5th.
me. Oh, Vitavol? I saw that. What happened to Legendary home compatibility?
We'd like to end our presentation
It's
today
Gen
with
10.
one final video for you all.
Of course, Gen 10.
Thank you for tuning in.
Oh boy. The big reveal. Oh, right, wasn't it like Indonesia? Trees. Pikachu. Legends Johto? No. No, no, it's just the past. Just going through all the generations. Okay, 4. Unova. Kalos. Olola. Olola Marchu. Galgar. Is Gen 10. Chaldea. And then the new region. The starters? Oh. Okay. Are those what the trainers look like? Okay. Oh, Tropius? Wailord? Oh, it has look at this scarlet and violet eyes. Talo. Tangela. I love the soundtrack. It looks a lot like new Pokemon Snap mixed with Scarlet and Violet. You have Timbrel? Oh! Yo, Fire Dog, Grass, Rowlet. Wait a minute, you have Rowlet. Pombon, then Gekwa? Like, oh, like a gecko. Okay. Is that a Gyarados cloud in the back? Underwater? You can dive. Pokemon. It's not Winds and Wave? No, it is Winds and Waves. Wow, the leak was real. Well, of course. 2027, let's go! Yes! Yes, it's not coming out this year. Oh, okay. Okay, so now I'm gonna actually, like, go back and analyze this trailer, because there was quite a lot. There's this opening segment with all the regions, which kind of confused me, because I thought they were gonna show Legends Johto, because I showed Johto right here. Yeah, but this is just like a, oh, here's what came before, here's what's coming next. And this is the strangest part. They kind of just showed these, like, 2 costumed Pikachu. And then they were like, okay, that's it. Like, are these version exclusives? Are they wearing the Protect costumes? Why does the female one have, like, pink blush marks instead of the usual red? Or pink cheeks instead of the usual red? I mean, is it like the ones like X and Y, right? Like the Pikachu Pop Store and with the like the scientist Pikachu. That's real weird, but I guess they're gonna explain that later. This is a first look. Visuals wise, obviously there's gonna be like nitpicks, but like it doesn't look that bad. It's definitely not as bad as Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, like the water. Then, funnily enough, I think in the teaser trailer for Scarlet and Violet, they also showed a windmill. So, yeah, I think there was like a shot with the windmill and the Magnemite. So, interesting. They're reusing that. Okay, Tropius is. I think Tropius was in Scarlet and Violet. So, and I think Gloom was. Maybe that might be new. In the jungle. Without Wailord and Wilma. Then, yeah, I think this might be like a central plaza / location. Kind of like how in the first teaser trailer for Scarlet and Violet they showed Naranja or Uva Academy. as like the big building with the Pokeball. It's like a central location. Could be. It looks to be some sort of like coastal resort. Maybe you live there. I don't know. Okay, then we get the pro tags. Right off the bat, so much better than Scarlet and Violet. I mean, like, they had good, like, faces and whatnot in Scarlet and Violet, and the hair was good, but, like, I'm talking about the deep, like, obviously they made it so that they made the pro tags the blank slate so that you could easily customize them. But just, like, the base pro tag design, like, you just compared them to every other pro tag. They're just kind of missing some sort of sauce. But with this, like we're so back. Like, you got the backpack, you got like the cowboy hat, or it looks like a cowboy hat, but like one of those like tropical hats. The hair is a bit more spiky instead of being like neat and like just well shaven. It's a bit spiky, kind of like Ash from the anime. Which I think aside from maybe like Nate from Black and White 2, we haven't really had that. Maybe you could say, well, they Nate and maybe Hilbert. But aside from that, most of them like just have like, you know, your standard trainer's cap with like the well done hair. But this has a bit more personality, and the standard isn't black or like brown. It's like a light brown with a slight magenta tint. Well, like a very slight magenta tint. But yeah, very interesting. And then, yeah, that doesn't match the outfit shown there. So, yeah. So then, the V-neck is an inspired choice, but I guess like, I don't know. I guess maybe like, you would think maybe because it's warmer in the region that they wouldn't wear a V-neck, but like, I guess it fits. And of course, you know, you got the backpack, the weird little side pocket on like the right strap. It's kind of interesting. Maybe you like hold something there. It's like related to the main gimmick, just like how like you wear like the Dynamax band. Like you have something there and then like you pull it out during battle. That could be a fun way to tie into the design. And then just the yellow shirt with the blue design. So overall, not bad. Not bad at all. And then I really like the female cheer set. Oh, they always like kind of like, it actually really reminds me of Celine from Pokemon Moon. And well, consequently, like, no, the original design from Moon. You got, but like with the more like male trainer inspired design with like the typical baseball hat, like trainer cap type thing. You got the blue hat. You got this more, I say the like the other one that guy was wearing is more, oh no, they do look the same. Huh, they both have this weird sidebar thing. I don't know if that's like a, oh, I think like, I haven't really gone over the release fully, but I think like there was mention of like this sort of like a weird like handlebar thing that you can use to like attach yourself to a Pokemon and have it like pull you around. So maybe that's related to that. Because I was about to say this, the backpack looks more sporty, but no, the sidebar is there on both. So probably some sort of tech attached to the backpack. But yeah, the gray eyes, the black hair, and then like the sporty cap, and then like the pink shirt. Like, I really love the female trainer's design. Honestly, both of them are really good. And then I'm guessing this is like their house, because it's like they always show in every like first trailer like the like trainer, like they always show the house and like the trainer running from the house. I think in like Sword and Shield, they show like Gloria stepping out of the house, and then Scarlet and Violet, that was like one of the main locations they showed. So I'm guessing this is where they live. They live in like some sort of tropical resort. Oh, wait. Oh, is that? Hold on. Okay, that's just a weird front-facing Nimble. It looks like a new Pokemon, but like you can see the appendages on the back, and then you see another one here and hopping around. Also, no, not Swallow, but Tailo is finally back because I don't think it was in Scarlet and Violet, if I remember. Like, I really like the regional bird Pokemon, and like, I wish it wasn't always like, it probably isn't always Pidgey, but like, I just wish like more of them like got like to come back, like instead of Pidgey being like the main like bird Pokemon alongside the regional bird, it was like, you know, Tailo or like Picky Peck or Starly. You know, so I'm glad Tailo's coming back. I think, yeah, like Starly was there in Legends Arceus, and then I'm sure there's one other in like Scarlet and Violet, but I'm just glad to see my guy Tailow's back. Keep using Tailo as well. Okay, I think this is like the Poke Center. But instead of being an actual center, it looks more like the ones from Scarlet and Violet, which they're like gas stations, so I think this is more evidence that this game is gonna be like a big open world. And these are like little huts you can stop at where you can like either buy or sorry, heal your Pokemon or like buy an item. Oh, also the their story design is pretty good. I love the little like tropical like I think it's called a bucket hat. Yeah, this is the one that Elio wears in his Ultra Sun design. The one that I hate because I don't know, he just looks so derpy in that design, but it fits in Nursery here. And then like a more casual like V-neck. The white shirt. Then Tangle and Oddish. Nothing unusual. I get the water look is really good. And they show later in the trailer that you can dive in. So I'm sure, you know, they had to really polish that up. I'll go with this shot. This shot is of like another. Yeah, I'm guessing that this is like a big island region. So there's gonna be like the towns are gonna be like this. Like you can see some, you know, some regions at the back, some regions here. I think it'd be kind of neat for it to be spread out like this because I don't know. It's kind of like I don't want to feel like in Scarlet and Violet, like it was neat having the big open world with some towns, but like having civilization like spread a lot more throughout makes the world feel more homey, right? Because in Scarlet and Violet, like it just kind of felt like pretty empty and barren. Like yeah, there's like Pokemon, there's like landmarks, but like every time I went to a town, it's like the main hub or attraction was kind of just like the gym leaders. You know, the little gym challenge building. I mean, like all the towns look distinct, but like aside from maybe like Artisan or Laventia or like Cortando or like the giant the one with both the snow and the ghost type gym leader. I couldn't really tell you much about the towns. Also, like, because you had to ride Rhydon, it just felt really, like, not that easy to navigate is a bad thing, but it just kind of made, like, traversal a bit trivial, so I didn't really feel like I was connecting with the world as much as I did with Legends Arceus or Legends EA. Even though those are two vastly different, like, ecosystems. Legends EA is like, well, it's memed a lot. It's a very small world, while Legends Arceus is like more of an open zone type thing where you have like these 5 or 6 big zones that you roam around in. And even if like in the environments can sometimes be a bit generic, like not having like just like traversing them and like encountering different like unique Pokemon, unique like civilization, like the Diamond Clan, the Pearl settlement. It's just kind of cool. So having, in fact, that was something like I thought you needed more of in Legends Arceus. Like Legends EA has like the benefit of being smaller and having like all these different like hub spots, but in Legends Arceus sometimes it can feel like a barren wasteland, which I get that's the point because it was in the past before a lot of these towns were invented, but like I would just appreciate like more like spread out like a lot more towns that are spread out instead of like centralized in different spots. So this looks pretty good. The lighting here was good. Ladybug and Lydian are back. This guy, what's his name? Sizzlipede? I think he evolved into Centiskorch. I think he was not in Scarlet and Violet, but he was in Sword and Shield. I did not play those because I don't know, I'm just not really a fan. But I'm glad to have him in Winds and Waves, so he's probably going to be a part of my team, or at least the early team, so that's going to be good. I also love the lighting in the magma area, and in this like gorgeous jungle area. Then I think they were like teasing the. Wait. Hold on, this is interesting. I didn't realize this because I think Pikachu in like most of the mainline games, or even including like the Legends games, like it only like gets down on all fours to attack. I don't think it like does this as like idle. Well, this is swapped. Like when it's like emoting, it stands up and like its cheeks glow, which is very interesting. I mean, and Pikachu looks slightly different. It doesn't look like the same reused model from Sun and Moon, Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield. I think even X and Y. It looks a lot different. Like apparently in the leaks they were gonna redesign Pikachu, but it doesn't really look to be that way. It kind of looks the same, just like a bit more detail. And then I guess they showed the Pokeball like capturing animation, which pretty standard. Wingull, you got Krabby and Sandygast. Marini was, I want to say not in Scarlet and Violet, but Corsola was, or maybe they both weren't. Interesting. We also see like I think earlier in the trailer they showed the big. Yeah, they showed here in this giant resort place. So looks like during the time of day the locations are going to change, because here in this shot you can see there's the yellow and green lighting and blue lighting with like the various lights, but like here in this shot it looks pretty plain. So I guess maybe locations like change with time of day, which that would be pretty cool, seeing like the locations like change in real time. Like, oh, you go at this time, there's gonna be like this event going on. Like instead of just like, oh, now it's night versus day, like maybe something changes. Like, I don't know, that'd be pretty cool. Like, I don't know what sort of scenarios you could use, but maybe there's some sort of parade, or like there's like there's an event or a battle, or like a gym leader stops by. If they're even bringing gyms back. Duskull. Again, the same windmill. Very interesting. Wait. Hold up. I noticed the protag is like putting their hand over their head, so that means there's like some sort of like harsh wind blowing. So like maybe there's gonna be dynamic weather conditions like in Well, like in the actual like battles where you have like sandstorms and like sunny day. Like I think it's Scarlet and Violet this was here, but maybe this could be more like it affects your traversal, like maybe sometimes make you slower or make you faster. I don't know. Just a neat little detail. Okay, and here we have the big one, the main three starters, which okay, let's get to the shot where we see them all. Here you are, you got what's his name? Brawl? Palmbon and Gecko. Brout. Like owl and I don't know actually what the etymology of this name is, but like root, like owl, like branch. I don't know. Okay, so like you have the little leaf pattern here. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel about these starters the same way I did with like the Sword and Shield starters. Like I remember, like I was really excited after playing Sun and Moon, like to see them announce like the new generation for the Switch, and then I saw the starters and they were just kind of like okay, and none really like clicked with me. Like they all looked like Pokemon. Like none looked like, like oh man, that's an awesome starter. Nowadays, like yeah, has like Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble are all iconic. But like, and maybe I'll feel about these like guys differently down the line once we get to Gen 11. But like, for now, like these all look like Pokemon, but like not really starters. Like it looks like the grass owl Pokemon, the water gecko Pokemon, and the fire dog Pokemon, but not really like, oh, like this is the starter. And maybe that's just because the bar is so high or low, depending on how you look at it, but I don't know. Like these just look like Pokemon, but they don't look like your first partner Pokemon, like someone's first starter like Pokemon of the region. Like first up, Brout. I mean, again, they already did the grass bird or grass owl Pokemon with Rowlet in Gen 7. And I mean, I get, like, at least with Sprigatito, like them doing another cat, it was like, oh, they did the fire cat Pokemon with Litten. Now it's the grass cat Pokemon with Sprigatito. Same species, it's a different type, and they ended up having vastly different ideas with, like, Meowscarada being this, like, magician trickster Pokemon with like Flower Trick, and instead of her being like this giant heavyweight wrestler with like Darkest Lariat. But here it's, I mean, I guess like this is why it's an archer, so I guess they could go somewhere different with this. Maybe it's like a fighting. No, the already did that with Hisuian Decidueye. The fighting type. Like Grass Psychic, I guess? Grass Fairy? But like, again, it's still a grass bird. It feels like a very similar and very reused idea. Like, again, it's cute, but it's just like, you already kind of did this. So I'm like, Like, it's probably gonna be cool, I guess. I guess we'll have to see. And then, this Pokemon, Palmbon, like a bonfire and Pomeranian, which again, this is probably the one I would choose. Like, it's adorable. It looks like a Pokemon. It doesn't look too weird, but like, I don't know. It doesn't look like a starter to me. It looks like it's kind of like Growlithe, where it's like, I couldn't imagine this as a starter, but this would be like a great Pokemon. Well, this is not would be. This is the official trailer. This isn't like a concept, but yeah, like I don't know. It just doesn't give off starter vibes to me. It gives off like Fire Dog Pokemon, which like I don't mind the concept reuse there because we even had a Fire Dog starter, and I mean we have like regional birds every time, so I mean it may seem a bit hypocritical, but like at least they're like what it's like an actual starter, so it's somewhat different. And then this guy is completely new. Gekwa, like Aqua and Gecko, which I suppose you could say we had Inteleon and Sobble, which I guess a water lizard, but I mean Inteleon's more of a chameleon, like is more like because like he's a spy and like he blends in with surroundings, so like he like infiltrates and stuff. Well, this is more of a like a gecko, so like you could do some sort of like I don't know, maybe it's like like somewhat like Greninja, where it's like great at like climbing, sticking on the surfaces. Maybe it could have like a unique ability or something like that, where like I have no idea what it could be because I'm not a competitive player, but I think this could be interesting. Again, probably I'm gonna have to see the final evos or the middle evos because sometimes like you just look at the base starters. I think that like, I'm gonna pick this one, but then it ends up just being the other one because the other evos of another Pokemon look so much better. So definitely going between Pombon and Gekwa. Yeah, Gekwa as my two choices. Probably Gekwa, I'm thinking. But again, it just depends upon the execution of the the final evos. And then yeah, after the starters, they just kind of leave us with this parting shot. But this cloud looks really interesting because it's the only dark shaped cloud. Well, yeah, there's a completely dark cloud next to all of these like pure white ones. Which like I thought it was a Gyarados, but like is it like a legendary or like is it a Seviper? Kind of looks like a Seviper. Or it could be like it's probably a hint as to a new Pokemon. I don't know. Very interesting. Very interesting. And then you dive deep underwater, and they revealed you can explore underwater now, which I mean, I'm interested to see what sort of variations it's going to provide to actual like gameplay, because usually you find with the water Pokemon it's like floating on the surface, but now they're like actually underwater, which that's cool, and it's more like it's like it's one step closer to being in the Pokemon world. You can actually dive underwater and like instead of the fish just like jumping out of the water or like floating on the water. No, if they're in the water, you can go in and catch them. But just curious to see like is there like a giant like scuba gear and there's like an oxygen meter or something that's gonna change the gameplay, or I don't know, like I'm curious, is this just gonna be like an environment filter where instead of land you're like underwater, or is this gonna actually like change the gameplay? And of course we don't actually see any like battling, so like battling or catching for that matter. So well, actually we do see the Pikachu, and we do see this animation, like the typical we do see the typical like throwing animation like in Scarlet and Violet for throwing a Pokeball. So I guess this could mean this is going to be like the same catching gameplay as Scarlet and Violet, and not to Legends EA or Legends Arceus catching system, which is kind of a shame. But the battling could be real time, and then maybe when you like select to catch, it's gonna like play this animation. I don't know. I hope it's like I'd like it to remain turn based or well, I don't know. Like I really like Legends EA battle system, so part of me hopes that we don't go back to the Scarlet and Violet, system. But to be fair, it's kind of like what all the like the mainline games are kind of like. So I don't know. Maybe that's indicative of the final product, and we're actually still gonna see the Scarlet and Violet type system with like, traditional turn-based RPG with the traditional catching mechanics, which I don't know how to feel about that. Like, I think I was looking forward to it, like in like the new gen, like in Gen 8 and Gen 9, we took the, we got introduced to like Legends, so now in Gen 10, we could like finally like see those Legends improvements go back into the mainline games, but it looks like it's just gonna stay the same, and Legends is gonna be the one that keeps the real time, which I guess it's good to stick to tradition, but like I don't know. Hopefully they add like some improvement. It's not the exact same, like so that there is some like sort of like progression from the usual instead of not to say that the old or the current like mainline games system is bad, but like I don't know. I just like some sort of spicing up the system. Then we get the final reveal of Pokemon Winds and Pokemon Waves, which I mean not a bad title to roll off the tongue. It's like, oh, it's Pokemon. I was gonna say W and W, but that sounds really weird. Have we ever had? Because it's like R and B for Red and Blue, G and S for Gold and Silver, Ruby Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl, Black and White 2, X and Y, Sun and Moon, Scarlet and Violet, and then Wind and Waves. They both start with W. That's the first, which Pokemon W and W. That's kind of funny, I guess. I mean, I was gonna originally say that, Pokemon titles have kind of gone from opposites to more so like complements. Like Winds and Waves aren't entirely opposites. Like, oh, you got Red and Blue. You got. Well, we originally started with colors, so like Red and Blue and Gold and Silver, Ruby Sapphire. And then like gems with Diamond and Pearl and Ruby Sapphire. Then back to colors with Black and White and Black and White 2. I wouldn't say they've always been opposites. I think a good half are not, like Diamond and Pearl, Ruby and Sapphire, X and Y, Sword and I guess you could say Shield is an opposite to Sword, but maybe you can make an argument for that, but I guess this does fall in line. It's probably, hopefully it's gonna roll off the tongue and, it's pretty catchy. Like, I think this is already, like, the name of the games of the week, so, I think it's gonna stick. Hopefully it's gonna stick, I mean, it does kind of follow the naming scheme, so, it does stick to tradition that way. So yeah, that's basically what they announced for Pokemon Winds and Waves, and thankfully they're coming to 2027 and not 2026, which, I mean, we already have Booktopia and Champions is coming soon, and the GameCube games, so, I mean, hey, I'm kind of full for Pokemon for now, and we just got Legends EA, so I can wait till 2027, and I think, like, giving them time to, properly, like, develop these games and make them as good as they can be That's great. And also, it's a Switch 2 exclusive, not just on. Sorry, it's a Switch 2 exclusive that's not on Switch 1, which, that's great. It's interesting that, I was thinking maybe they make it like a cross gen where it's on Switch 2 and Switch 1 in order to, reach more audiences, but at the same time, I think the Switch 1 is kind of like nearing its end, and the Switch 2, like, now that the Switch 2 is out, like, putting like Pokemon games on the Switch 2 that take advantage of the hardware, it's gonna make them better than they could be on the Switch 1, so I'm looking forward to that. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Well, I guess see you in 2027 to see how these do. Hopefully they don't have as bad a public reception as Scarlet and Violet upon release, which, I mean, that's kind of a low bar, but let's at least hope they can pass that and do a lot more.